Hey, it's Wednesday. I know you feel blessed and refreshed. I'm back with another one, and today I'm live. Good morning, and thank you for joining me. We meet yet again. We are on day 3 of this week. Um, um, yeah, we're talking about confidence in our kids. This week has been purposeful, and as always, I'm going to try to keep it short for those coming back on the replay. Thanks for coming in, Mr. Terry, with me this morning, putting the broadcast there. Please hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Um, Please subscribe to the second channel. I appreciate you. Hey, Mr. Steve Gilmore, my brother is here. May the Lord bless you real good. Amen. I know that's right. Hey, Miss B. Good morning. Hello, Sissy's here. Hey, Frugal Mama. Thank y'all for coming in. Sleek production value. Great job. Thank you. I've been messing around with my computer trying to upgrade my life. So that's what you keep seeing there. Just different little things I'm trying out. So I hope you're doing well this morning, and I pray that your day is everything productive. I'll tell you, I have been trying so hard to make use of my time nowadays. I feel like I had a good routine going. I was pretty orderly for so long. And then it seems like once we did spring break and I had all that extra decluttering and stuff to do and stuff like that. I feel like I'm just tired. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. And I pray that everything is going sufficient on your end. Um, yeah, please smash the like button. I appreciate you. Share if you can. So today, as you can see by the title, we're talking about different aspects of the confidence in our kids, finding the passion, excuse me, setting the goals, and celebrating efforts. And this channel, again, as I'm going to say every time, is that this channel was designed to keep us motivated, primarily so that we could be the best versions of ourselves for our kids. And even if we don't have kids of our own, we have some children who are looking up to us. So, um, as I encourage myself, as I feel like I have a completely different mindset, not only for life, but for my parenting, I want to share that with others and hope that, um, it rubs off on you, hopefully. So, yeah, I won't keep you too long. Looking at my notes here, so we've said all week long that right after birth, kids grow. They grow really quick. They learn new skills really quick, and along with all their new skills, they also pick up confidence. And confidence could be, for most people, the most important skill to teach their kids. And this is something that some parents might not even know, that confidence has to be taught. Confidence is not just common sense. It doesn't just come to them when they're born. We have to pour into them in such a way where they just know, that 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 it's okay to make mistakes, and that they're trying, and that mom and dad praises them, or aunt and uncle praises them, grandma, grandpa, whoever you are in that child's life. Just letting them feel reassured and knowing that they tried their best and that you appreciate it. And hopefully, as they get out there into the world, then they're going to care less what others think, because they were raised with the mindset of confidence. And to keep our kids growing, to keep them happy, to keep them thriving, it is our own responsibility to make sure they know that they know that they know that they have confidence in them. And it takes a while to build confidence as well. So we don't want to make our kids think that, that this is something that you that you must have, something that you should have always had, or something like that. It could be completely from an innocent place. If you haven't already been trying to build confidence in your children, because a lot of us just kind of coast through life, and our kids are just coasting with us. We think that just because we're getting them what they need to eat, we're clothing them, we're sending them to school and such, that we've done enough. But no, we got to sit down and have conversations with them. We got to pick their little brains. We got to get their little brains working, because otherwise they tend to hold a lot of stuff inside. And I'm noticing that with my daughter going into the 7th grade, that there's a lot of kids around her who do the same thing. They hold a lot of things in. Um, they're completely different at school than they are after school, when they might be on a video chat or something. And I noticed that it's because of the attention that they're receiving. So, yeah, Mr. Terry says we're all farmers in another person's life. We can plant seeds or weeds. Yeah, seeds are the positive things and weeds are the negative things. I know that's right. The question is, what are you planting in another person's life? So, if we help our kids find their passion meaning what do they want to be when they grow up? What do they want to do in their life? What interests them? And what can help make them better in that interest of theirs? Maybe it's classes. Maybe it's being around other people who are doing the same thing. It could be a lot of different possibilities. Um, but helping your kids to find their passion is the same thing for us, finding our passion, making us feel like, we have a sense of identity, or not identity, but individuality is what I'm trying to say. You got your own passion and your own thing that you want to pursue, that you want to do, then we should work on that area of building your confidence to make sure that you're ready to go into whatever that is that you want to do. Excuse me. For instance, if my passion is painting, I don't know, I'm looking at a painting. So if my passion is painting, I'm gonna, as an adult, I'm gonna train myself up to learn how to paint and to feel confident that the paintings that I have accomplished are sufficient enough. Because who knows if my parents knew to build confidence in me that way when I was younger, to try everything to give me the resources that I needed so that I can accomplish this passion of mine. I apologize. I'm helping my daughter now get her hair ready so she can go to school. But I'll keep talking. And of course, at the end of helping our kids find their no, oh, helping our kids find their passion, they're gonna just take off into that new talent. They're gonna grow so quickly that they're gonna be amazed, and you are too, based on the confidence building, the self-esteem building that you've done this whole time. You might not even know it. So next up, we're gonna set goals. Um, we're gonna set goals. We're gonna um, write them out. We're gonna make them plain. It's funny because I had Bible study last week, and that's what he was talking about. Thinking about what you want to do, your goals, your dreams in life, writing them down into a plan, step by step, making them plain. We can do that same thing for our children. Not only is it what they want to be when they grow up, but what it could be, what do they want to do when they get home from school? Maybe they want to jump right into their homework versus having a snack first. Like recognizing that they have this goal that they want to set that's going to help them build their confidence even more. It's going to make them feel strong. And we want to teach our kids that goals are not just dreams. And they're not just dreams and desires that can be realistic. They can be action just by encouraging them to make a list of things that's going to help them accomplish those dreams and make them goals, or vice versa. um, and a little bit at a time. In this case, again, because slow and steady does win the race, does win the race. But if you're talking to older kids, then you know that this is the prime opportunity to set them up to condition their minds to think the same way, to sit down and write down what they want to do, whether it be just later on today or down the road in their life. We got to teach our kids that their goals are important, not for validating themselves in front of others, but for going through life. Because, sorry, if we set goals for ourselves as an adult and we say, um, as an adult, I want to make sure that I have my doctorate degree by the age of 25, and I don't have my doctorate degree by the age of 25, then I'm killing my own confidence because I'm making goals that could be obtainable, but am I making a plan to make those goals happen? So older kids, although they are, uh, you know, a lot of them are just really caring about right now and school or whatever makes them happy right now. It's up to us to teach them that no, you got to grow up. There's a future out there, and this is the way to make it by setting goals for yourself, building that confidence and that self-esteem in them. So, like I said, I'm multitasking. So let me look back at the comments real quick, make sure I didn't miss too much. Okay. We must remember communication is a two-way street and not a one-way road. Communication consists of speaking, but most importantly, listening. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for that, Mr. Terry. And amen. Sissy, would you do a live with Nene maybe one day? Or maybe on things you did to make your relationship better. Yeah, that's interesting. We can definitely plan that very soon here. She's right here, so she's looking at me like, yeah, we can do that. um, and it's. I don't want to go off subject, but all this is new to me as well because I have not always been patient, and still some days I just be like, oh my god, just get away from each other because I have to keep reminding myself that not only that they are children, but they I'm raising them. You know what I mean? They don't know to show up this way, or they don't know to do this way unless I teach them. And sometimes you got to tell them over and over again. So that's where the patience comes in for me. But otherwise, we have a great relationship. I mean, we talk, we laugh. Sometimes we could just look at each other and just make a face and know what we're thinking. Like it's a good relationship, very good relationship. But um, thanks for being here and smashing the like button. You must remember, vision is what you want to achieve. Goals are the steps to help you achieve your vision. Amen. That's good information. Yeah, Mr. Terry. Um, all right. Mom life. Sorry. I put all my stuff away. So I'm back now. Looking at you, focused. All right. So where are we? We talked about the passion. We talked about the goals. Let's talk about the effort. Celebrating the efforts in our kids. Um, that's just simply praising them. Praising them. Um, excuse me. Yeah, that's definitely a great idea, Anne Marie. Um, praising our kids when they do good. praising our kids when they do bad. Let me tell you, because there's not a such thing really as a bad child. They're learning. They are testing the waters. They are growing, or whatever it is you want to call it. So when they do something that's like, look, for instance, my 3 year old, um, a lot of times at some point she would get really frustrated because she couldn't put on her shoes and socks to the point she would scream. Sometimes she would cry. She would get all upset. But with me taking the time to sit down and show her this is how you put on your socks and shoes the right way, now I can say that she actually takes her time. Not only that, I give her more time to put on her shoes and socks so that I'm not rushing her and she doesn't feel rushed. Now she's able to do it with a breeze. So I'm going to celebrate that effort. And I'm going to say, wow, look at you. You put your shoes on by yourself. You remained calm, or you were patient, or you were being very nice while you were doing that. And sometimes, I have my girls are 8 years apart. Well, hello, train this morning. My girls are 8 years apart, so I have to be careful when it comes to certain terms that I use. Sometimes I got to make it very simple for the little one. For instance, um, if if she says, if I ask her, "Did you have a good day at school?" and she says, "No, I was bad at school," and I'm like, "What?" Instead of saying the words, "That's not true," or "Is that a lie?" or "You lied," or something like that, I want to teach her that you got to tell the truth. So I say it simple like that. Did you tell the truth? Is that true? Like that. And so she knows that the most important word in that sentence is true. Now, if I was talking to my oldest, I would say, okay, now make sure you gave me the right answer. Did you tell me the right, or did you tell me the true answer? Did you tell the truth, or however you say it? So just the point of making it simple for the little ones and not keeping it too simple for the older ones, because then they're going to think that you're that you're that you're not the parent, that you're below their level, that you're not um that you're not paying attention, or that you're uh maybe trying to treat them like a baby, things like that. But overall, just celebrating the fact that, oh, you did tell the truth, or thank you so much for telling the truth, or whatever, is just gonna it's gonna make boost their self-esteem. Have you ever seen a little toddler come up to you and say, "Oh, I want to help, I want to help," and so you let them help, and they do a really good job, and you tell them, "Oh, you're such a big help. You did so good today. Thank you so much for helping me," and really make them feel like they did something awesome. Witness the smile on their face as they walk away. Witness them wanting to come back and show you again. Look what I can do, so that you can celebrate them and never stop celebrating them. Just because they're 16, 17, 18, they got attitude and they're in their room all the time, don't forget to celebrate them when they do pick up that room, when they do jump in and fold up their clothes or put their clothes away right away. I see you putting your clothes away. Thank you. We're getting better. Something. So, um, praising them for their accomplishments is great, but it's also important just to let them know that you're proud of them at the end of the day. You're proud of their efforts, regardless of the outcome. Letting them know, because we talked about that earlier this week, that sometimes they're just going to fail. They got to understand that sometimes you will fail, but it's okay because you made it this far, you tried, and you could do it again. So, um, regardless of the outcome, celebrate them. It really takes a lot of work to be a kid, just like it takes a lot of work to be an adult. You got people telling you what to do. You got people telling you how to live your life. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I don't know where it came from. Um, so the best thing that we can do is not, we want to be our kids' parent first, not their friend. But we don't want to be so mean and so harsh and so um, overbearing as a parent. that they can't even be themselves because they are a person. They're little people. They're going to grow up. They're going to be adults. So let's let them know that we value them. We value them from the time that they're babies all the way up until they're adults, just like they value us, like they should. They're going to celebrate us. They look at the fact that they celebrate us in everything that we do, especially the little ones. The older ones are not going to admit it so much, but they show it in their actions. Um, what if, let's just say, your oldest wanted to play the guitar, and she's never played the guitar before, but now she wants to learn, and you went through all this stuff to get her put into classes and stuff like that, and she's not doing the best job, but she feels good about it, and she doesn't want to quit. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna tell her that she's not doing good? Or are you gonna celebrate her efforts and show her, um, maybe get down there with her and say, okay, here's this is what you learn. Let me see what you're learning, or let me see your book, or something like that, and then maybe coach them through um, getting better. You never know. They just want that attention, like Miss B says. They need love. They need attention. They need direction, and a lot of times we just forget to give that to them because we're so caught up in this world doing what we do, just moving too fast. And I'm guilty. Some days I'm still guilty, but most days I try to make sure that I pour into them, that I make them feel like they're important, that I make them feel like they're worthy, they're independent, and I can see the confidence all in their faces. And I just thank God for it because I didn't have that type of confidence. Not to say I didn't have good parents, not to say I didn't have a mom who always had talks with me. We had a great relationship, but I wasn't poured into like that. I wasn't building confidence. I wasn't told that you're pretty, even though everybody at school is saying I'm ugly, or that I'm valuable, even though everybody else is saying that I'm nothing, I'm not smart. I wasn't told those things. And not because my parents are bad, but just because maybe they didn't know that it was important to do that, to pour into me that way. My mom just said, you know, talk to God, pray to God, don't forget God, things like that. We got to do the same thing for our kids. Let's not forget why all this is even possible. There's something, someone so much bigger than anything of this world. And if we just teach our kids who He is and how much He loves us, that's enough confidence right there. So, with that being said, I appreciate all your comments. All right, sorry about that. Good morning, boss lady. Thanks for coming in. We just have to take time with the kids because we have to remember we were once kids. We went through the same things. Amen. Yes. Take our time. I like that. We must remember to learn to celebrate the victories and successes in our life. We must learn to be our own hype person. Yep. This is a big problem in this society. Don't get enough love and affection from their parents. Absolutely. That's why I felt it was so important to make this the drive of this channel. So I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about any of that. I just want to know that somebody's listening and that they're trying to show up differently for their kids, not only themselves, but for their kids. Because think about it, we're probably a third of a way through our lives already. Some of us might be halfway through. You don't know the day or the hour, but what are we what are we doing with our next generation? All right. Yes, Tim, we can be too negative. No, no, don't do this, don't do that. But how about saying you're doing great today? Yes, I have learned to do this more and more. Amen. Instead of getting mad because they try to jump in and help and they make a mess and say, hey, let me help you. Let's see. When anyone has confidence, it definitely helps, especially if you're completing a task. Yes. Or going through life. Yes. Great topic. Thank you. Definitely learning some things from you. Glory be to God, because I haven't always been this confident to talk, but I just hope that, even if it's just you, that it's helping. Excuse me. Especially my daughter she'll be 12 in July. And I have to say, compared to a lot of kids around, I see that she is an angel. But on some things, she struggles and she gets it honestly. For instance, attitude, uh, patience, and even confidence sometimes. She gets it honestly because I was a different person when I raised her. I've only been made anew through Christ within the last not even a year. So this is all new. But with the efforts, the kids, they see the efforts. They see the efforts, they see you calming down, they see you trying, they're going to try too. They're going to try not to push your buttons. They're going to try not to get you all upset because they know how you can be. But once they see you chilling and trying, they're going to do the same thing. And I just thank God for that. If it works for me, it works for you. And God made it happen, honestly. I got to sit down, I got to pour my heart out to Him. God, please help me raise my girls. Please help me with patience. Help me with guidance in this because there's no book. And I don't want to continue to be so stressed out with whatever's on my mind that I flip out on them because it's not fair. But we've all been there. So let's do it together. I appreciate you. Ms. B says, I think the parents back in the day didn't realize how important it was to affirm the kids because they were taught to knock you out first and then say, come here, let me hug you. Amen. Amen. I agree. Yep. The mother is by biology, the mommy is by choice. Amen. The father's by biology, daddy is by choice. Yeah, that's beautiful, Miss B. That's absolutely true. Yeah, they didn't have time to. I agree. What you said there, right there. Yep. And nowadays, I get down on the floor with my girls sometimes, and I just get in their face. Like sometimes I'll just put my head in front of the iPad just to see what they're doing, just to see what kind of reaction are they going to give me. Are they going to laugh at me? Are they going to be mad because I interrupted their show? Then there could be a deeper issue. And I can't tell you how many times my mom did that for me. Not literally getting in the floor, but just grabbing my attention and say, "Hey, what you doing?" Or just looking at me and giving me a funny look that she would only do to see, am I gonna laugh or am I gonna get upset? That tells her more about what's going on with me at that moment. All right, we've been here 30 minutes, and this has been good. I think I've kept it pretty short. I thank God for help leading me. Um, I want to say thank you to Frugal Mama because on yesterday's live stream, you said something that sat with me all day. And it was, you said that you get up early and that you meditate and that you walk around the house and you do this and that before you go live. You get prepared, you get your mind ready. And I appreciate that because yesterday I just felt so out of whack. I feel like I just woke up and stumbled in here and I just didn't feel like myself. So I thank you for hanging out with me. And I thank God for using you in that moment, whether you know it or not. He definitely used you for me. So, yep, I do that and see what Angel doing. Yep, Angel is so precious. I love her. All right, you guys. So I will see you very soon. Stay humble, stay encouraged, stay you. That's it. That's all. As always, remember, be true to yourself. Because if you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. Bye bye.